From Zero to Social Media Manager, the Self-Taught Pro's Roadmap to Mastering Content Strategy, Building Engaged Communities, and Delivering Real Business Results. Written by Ron Gardinsky. Introduction: The Myth of the Fun Job. You scroll through Instagram or TikTok. You see the beautiful, engaging, and witty posts from your favorite brands, and you think to yourself, I could do that. That looks like a fun job. You are good at social media. You know how to take a great photo and write a clever caption. You've been told a powerful and seductive myth that being a professional social media manager is a fun job, a creative outlet where you get paid to browse social media all day, post cool content, and engage with the community. This is a complete and dangerous misunderstanding of the profession, and it is the reason that most aspiring social media managers remain in low-paid, junior roles, or fail to build a profitable freelance business. They believe their job is to be creative and to get likes. A great social media manager is not a creative. They're a business strategist. Their job is not to get likes, a vanity metric. Their job is to achieve a specific, measurable business result. They're not a poster. They're an architect of community. They use the tools of content and conversation to build a valuable, long-term asset for a business, a loyal, engaged, and profitable audience. Welcome to From Zero to Social Media Manager. This is not a book of tips for going viral or a guide to the latest trendy meme. This is a practical, step-by-step roadmap for becoming a professional, strategic, and highly hireable social media manager. We will treat your new career not as a fun gig, but as an architectural project. First, we will demolish the myth of the fun job and install the powerful business strategist mindset. We will give you the core blueprints for understanding how social media actually fits into a real business funnel. Next, we will give you the tactical, hands-on playbooks for the core skills of the profession: architecting a content strategy, engineering engagement, and, most importantly, proving your return on investment with data. We will guide you through the process of building a powerful portfolio project that will serve as the undeniable proof of your skills. Finally, we will show you how to find, pitch, and land high-quality, long-term retainer clients. It's time to stop thinking of social media as a hobby. It is the modern-day town square, and your ability to command attention and build community in that square is a superpower. The system is learnable. The path begins now. Part I. The Foundation. The Architecture of Social Strategy Case File 01. The Architect's Mindset. You are not a poster. You are a business strategist. Before you schedule your first post, we must perform the most critical identity shift of your new career. The number one factor that separates the struggling, underpaid social media person from the thriving, six-figure strategist is their mindset. The amateur thinks of themselves as a poster. A poster is a content creator. Their job is to create and publish content. They're focused on the output. Their success is often measured by vanity metrics, the number of likes, comments, and new followers they get. They're in the business of getting attention. You're not here to be a poster. You are here to be a business strategist. This is a non-negotiable and game-changing distinction that a business strategist's primary job is not to get attention. It is to get results. They're not focused on the output. They're obsessed with the outcome. They understand that a post with 1 million likes that does not lead to a single, tangible business result is a complete and total failure. This is a shift from a content-first mindset to a business-first mindset. The poster asks, what is a cool, trendy video I can make today? The strategist asks, what is the single biggest business objective for this quarter, and what is the most effective content we can create to help us achieve that objective? The poster reports, our post this week got 500 likes. The strategist reports, our post this week drove 50 new, qualified leads to the website at a cost per lead of $5, which is 20% below our target. When you adopt the business strategist mindset, your entire value proposition changes. You are not a creative who makes pretty pictures. You're a growth engine. You are a strategic partner who can architect a system that turns a cold, passive audience of followers into a warm, engaged community of paying customers. Your job is to be the architect of the customer journey on social media. You will design the content that makes a stranger aware of the brand. You will design the content that gets them to engage and build trust. And you will design the content that gets them to take the final profitable action that as you work through this roadmap. This new identity must be your North Star. Your creativity is a tool, but your strategic mind is your greatest asset. Your job is not to get likes. It is to get results. Case file 02. Deconstructing the funnel, a blueprint for turning followers into customers. You are a business strategist. Your job is to get results. But what does that actually mean on social media? How do you architect a system that turns a like into a dollar? The amateur social media manager has no answer to this question. They post content and they hope that somehow that content will magically lead to sales. The architect knows that hope is not a strategy. They know that a successful social media presence is not a random collection of posts. It is a carefully engineered funnel. It is a systematic, multi-stage journey that is designed to guide a complete stranger from a state of passive awareness to a state of active, profitable loyalty. This is the same top, middle, bottom funnel architecture we discussed in the From Zero to Marketer roadmap, but it is specifically adapted for the unique, conversational environment of social media. The social media funnel blueprint, stage 1, top of funnel, tofu, the attract stage. The audience, strangers. The goal, your one and only goal at this stage is reach and awareness. You're not selling. The content architecture, educational content, entertaining content, inspirational content. The key metric, shares and reach/impressions. Stage 2, middle of funnel, MOFU, the engage stage. The audience, followers. The goal, your goal at this stage is to build a relationship. You must build trust, demonstrate your expertise, and foster a sense of community. The content architecture, behind-the-scenes content, Ask Me Anything sessions, user-generated content, polls, and questions. The key metric, engagement rate, and comments. Stage 3, bottom of funnel, BOFU, the convert stage. The audience, community. These are your most engaged and loyal followers. The goal, now and only now do you earn the right to sell. Your goal at this stage is to convert your community members into email subscribers or paying customers. The content architecture, lead magnet promotions, product demos and case studies, webinar announcements, direct offers and promotions. The key metric, clicks to your website and, ultimately, conversions. A great social media strategy is a balanced diet of content from all 3 stages of this funnel. The 80-20 rule applies here. 80% of your content should be top and middle of funnel, and only 20% should be bottom of funnel. Case file 03. The one platform mandate. The unbreakable law of niching down to scale up. You are a new social media manager. The digital landscape is a vast, intimidating universe of platforms. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, X, Pinterest, YouTube. The single greatest and most common strategic error you can make at this stage is to try to be everywhere at once. The amateur social media manager, driven by a powerful fear of missing out, creates a profile for their brand on every single platform. This is not a strategy. It is an act of self-sabotage. Your time, your energy, and your creative resources are finite. By spreading them an inch deep and a mile wide, you guarantee that you will fail to gain any meaningful traction anywhere. The architect of community knows a powerful, unbreakable law. The secret to scaling up is to first niche down. You will not try to be a master of 10 platforms. You will choose one single platform, and you will become the absolute, undisputed master of that ecosystem. The Platform Audience Fit Blueprint. Your choice of platform is not about what is new or what you personally enjoy using. It is a strategic decision based on one single, critical question. Where does my ideal customer spend their time and attention? The platform DNA analysis. Each platform has its own unique DNA, its audience, its content format, and its culture. Instagram, highly visual, aesthetic, and inspirational. Best for visually driven brands and creator brands. TikTok, short form, entertaining, and trend-driven video. Best for brands that can create fun, low-fidelity, and highly engaging video content. LinkedIn, professional, educational, and career-focused. Best for B2B companies, consultants, and building a professional personal brand. Facebook, community-focused and relationship-driven. Best for local businesses and brands built around a specific community of interest. Pinterest, a visual discovery engine for ideas and products. Best for e-commerce brands and visual niches like home decor, weddings, and fashion. The mandate: choose one. You will now make a strategic choice. You will choose the one single platform that is the best fit for your client's ideal customer. For the next 6 to 12 months, this will be your entire world. Only after you have successfully built a dominant, profitable presence on this one home-based platform will you then consider strategically expanding to a second. Case File 04. The SMM's Toolbox. Mastering the essential, low-cost tools for scheduling, design, and analytics. You are a business strategist armed with a clear, funnel-based plan and a focused, one-platform mandate. Now, you need to assemble your command center. The amateur social media manager tries to do everything manually. This is a slow, inefficient, and completely unscalable workflow. The architect knows that a small, strategic investment in a few key, low-cost software tools can 10x their efficiency and the professionalism of their output. The lean and mean SMM tech stack. Your scheduling command center. The tool, buffer or later. The function. This is the heart of your operational efficiency. A scheduling tool allows you to batch your work. Instead of having to post in real time every single day, you can dedicate one block on a Monday morning to schedule out your client's entire week of content. Your design studio. The tool, Canva. The function. You are responsible for creating a beautiful, cohesive, and professional-looking social media feed. The template mandate. You will use Canva's brand kit to set up your client's logo, colors, and fonts. You will then create a set of 5 to 10 beautiful, on-brand, and reusable templates for their core content pillars. Your analytics and reporting dashboard. The tool. The native analytics within your chosen platform and a simple Google Sheet. The function. The platform's native analytics are your source for the raw data. Your Google Sheet is where you will build your simple, professional monthly report. Your idea catcher. Optional but recommended the tool. A simple notes app or a visual tool like Milanote. The function. As you are browsing, you will constantly be seeing inspiration. Your idea catcher is the simple, external brain where you will save all of this inspiration so that you never have to start your content planning from a blank page. This simple, 4-part tech stack is your entire command center. It is a lean, powerful, and professional operating system that will allow you to manage multiple clients, create stunning content, and prove your value with data. Part 2. The Content Protocol, Engineering Engagement Case File 05. The Content Pillar Blueprint, a system for never running out of high-value ideas. You are sitting in front of your content calendar for the month. It is a vast, empty grid. A familiar wave of panic begins to set in. What am I going to post about? I have no ideas. How am I possibly going to come up with 30 different brilliant ideas for this month? This is creator's block, and it is the single greatest cause of inconsistency for social media managers. The amateur creator relies on daily, spontaneous inspiration. They are a hunter, desperately searching for a new idea every single day. This is an exhausting and unreliable process. The architect does not hunt for ideas. They farm them. They do not rely on inspiration. They build a system. They architect a simple, powerful, and endlessly repeatable content pillar blueprint that will allow them to generate a near-infinite stream of high-value, on-brand content ideas. The content pillar blueprint. A content pillar is a large core topic, theme, or storyline that is central to your client's brand and is of high interest to their target audience. The architect knows that you do not need 30 different ideas for a month. You only need 3 to 5 core content pillars. Step 1. Identify your 3 to 5 content pillars. The action. You will brainstorm with your client to identify the 3 to 5 main topics that their brand is an expert on. The audience first test. Each pillar must answer a key question, solve a key problem, or speak to a key desire of the brand's ideal customer. Example, For a financial advisor targeting millennials, Pillar 1, demystifying investing. Pillar 2, common money mistakes. Pillar 3, the psychology of wealth. Pillar 4, client success stories. Step 2, the deconstruction from pillar to posts. Now, for each of your pillars, you will brainstorm a list of 10 to 15 specific micro post ideas. This is the act of deconstructing the big topic into its smaller, bite-sized components. Example, deconstructing Pillar 1, demystifying investing. What's the difference between a Roth IRA and a 401k? A simple explanation of an index fund. How much money do you actually need to start investing? Step 3, de format matrix. The final step is to take your list of micro ideas and to think about the different formats you can use to present them. One single idea can be turned into a half dozen different pieces of content. The idea, the difference between a Roth IRA and a 401k. The potential formats, a simple text-based graphic, a multi-slide Instagram carousel, a short 60-second talking head video, a myth versus fact post, a poll asking your audience which one they use. The result, an endless content machine. By running this simple, three-step process, you have just architected a powerful content generation machine. You have just generated enough content ideas for the next 4 to 5 months. The problem of creator's block has been permanently solved. You are no longer an artist waiting for a muse. You are a systematic architect, calmly and confidently executing a proven and endlessly repeatable content blueprint. Case File 06. The 80/20 rule. The unbreakable law of giving value before you ask for a sale. You have your content pillars. You have a near infinite list of high-value ideas. You are ready to start populating your content calendar. Now, you must architect the balance of your content. The amateur social media manager, under pressure from their client to get results, makes a critical and often fatal mistake. They turn their social media feed into a nonstop, aggressive sales pitch. Every single post is a buy now command. This is not marketing, it is harassment. It is a strategy that is guaranteed to alienate your audience, destroy their trust, and lead to a feed full of unfollows. The architect of community knows a profound, unbreakable law of human psychology and of social media. You must give value before you can ask for a sale. You must make a series of deposits into the trust account of your audience before you can make a withdrawal. The 80/20 content blueprint. This is the simple, powerful, and non-negotiable architectural rule for your content calendar. 80% of your content will be pure value. The definition. This is your top of funnel and middle of funnel content. Its one and only purpose is to educate, entertain, or inspire your audience. It will have zero sales pitch. The content types, helpful tips, relatable stories, inspirational quotes, and interactive polls. The mandate. For every 10 posts you schedule, 8 of them must fall into this pure value category. 20% of your content will be a call to action. The definition. This is your bottom of funnel content. Now, and only now that you have earned the right by providing a massive amount of upfront value, are you allowed to ask for something in return. The soft call to action. Download our free guide. Sign up for our webinar. The goal, to convert a follower into an email subscriber. The hard call to action. Shop our new collection. Book a discovery call. The mandate. These hard asks should be the rarest type of content on your feed. The bank account analogy. Think of your relationship with your audience as a bank account. Every single pure value post is a deposit. Every single call to action post is a withdrawal. You cannot make a withdrawal from an empty account. By following this protocol, you're building a deep reservoir of trust and goodwill with your audience. This ensures that when you finally do make an ask, they're not annoyed, they're receptive, appreciative, and ready to take the next step. Case File 07. The hook, story, offer framework for social media. Crafting captions that convert. You have a stunning visual. You have a brilliant content idea. Now, you must write the caption. The amateur social media manager treats the caption as an afterthought. They write a single, boring sentence. The architect knows that the caption is the engine of the post. The visual's job is to stop the scroll. The caption's job is to drive the engagement and the action. A great caption is not a description. It is a piece of direct response copywriting. You will use the same powerful hook, story, offer framework that we establish for YouTube videos, but you will adapt it for the short, punchy, text-based world of the social media caption. The high engagement caption blueprint, part 1. The hook, the first line. The unbreakable law. On platforms like Instagram, only the first 1 or 2 lines of a caption are visible before the more link. Your first sentence is a headline. Its one and only job is to be so intriguing that the reader is compelled to click more. The architectural formulas, the bold statement hook. The single worst piece of advice for new freelancers is the pain point hook. Do you ever feel like you're creating content for an empty room? The vulnerability hook. I had a massive imposter syndrome flare up this week. Here's what happened. Part 2. The story, the value section. The goal. This is the body of your caption. Your goal is to deliver a single, valuable, and easy-to-digest piece of information. The scannable mandate. You must break up your text. Use short sentences, short paragraphs, bullet points, and emojis as visual bullet points. Part 3. The offer, the call to action. The goal. Every single caption you write must have a clear call to action. The engagement CTA. For your 80% value post, you will ask a specific, easy-to-answer question to encourage comments. The script. Which of these 5 mistakes have you made? Let me know in the comments below. The conversion CTA. For your 20% promotional posts, you will give a clear, direct command. The script. If you're ready to stop making these mistakes, I have a free client pitching cheat sheet for you. Click the link in my bio to download it now. By architecting every single one of your captions with this disciplined hook, story, offer blueprint, you're transforming your posts from simple updates into powerful engagement machines. Case File 08. The Canva Engine, a playbook for creating stunning, on-brand visuals. Even if you're not a designer, you have your content strategy. You have a brilliant caption, but on a visual platform like Instagram, your beautiful words will be completely ignored if they are paired with an ugly, unprofessional, or off-brand image. The visual is the hook. The amateur social media manager, believing they're not a designer, makes a critical mistake. They post low-quality photos, or they create chaotic graphics with a dozen different fonts and clashing colors. The architect knows that great social media design is not about being a world-class artist. It is about consistency and clarity. Your goal is to create a cohesive, professional, and instantly recognizable visual brand. Your primary weapon for this is Canva, the Canva template blueprint. You will not be starting from a blank page. You will be the architect of a simple, powerful, and reusable template system for your client. Step 1. The brand kit foundation. The mandate. Before you create a single post, you will set up the client's brand kit in Canva. You will upload their logo, their specific brand colors, and their specific brand fonts. The rationale. This is the non-negotiable foundation of consistency. Step 2. The content pillar template architecture. The action. You will now create 3 to 5 master template designs, one for each of your client's core content pillars. The visual hierarchy mandate. You will apply the core principles of design to each template. The quote template, the tip template, the promotion template, the consistency and variety rule. All of your templates will use the same colors and fonts, but they will use different layouts. Step 3. The plug and play workflow. Once you have created this small suite of master templates, your day-to-day design work becomes a simple, ruthlessly efficient 5-minute process. The action. Choose the content idea, select the appropriate template, plug in the new text and/or photo, and download the finished graphic. The rationale. You have eliminated the creative guesswork. You're not designing every day. You're populating a pre-architected system. By architecting this simple, template-driven system in Canva, you're able to deliver a world-class, professional, and stunningly consistent visual brand for your client without needing to be a professional graphic designer. You're building a scalable visual engine. Part 3. The community protocol. building your tribe case file 09. The engagement engine, a system for proactive, relationship-building community management. You are now consistently publishing high-value, beautifully designed content. The likes are starting to come in. The comments are starting to appear. This is a critical moment. The amateur social media manager sees this engagement as the end of their job. They see the comment, they feel a brief sense of satisfaction, and they move on. They're in broadcast mode. The architect of community knows that the comment is not the end. It is the beginning. A comment is a conversation starter. Your job now is to be the host of the party. You must have a systematic, proactive protocol for turning these passive comments into active, two-way conversations. The high-touch engagement blueprint. The first hour mandate. The rule: for the first 60 minutes after a new piece of content goes live, you'll be on call. The rationale: the social media algorithms give a massive boost to posts that get a high level of engagement in the first hour. By being there to respond to comments in real time, you are encouraging more comments, which will dramatically increase the long-term reach of your post. The respond to everyone protocol. The mandate: in the beginning, you will respond to every single legitimate comment. The end with a question technique. Your response should not just be a simple thank you. You must try to keep the conversation going. Commenter: this is a great tip. Weak reply: thanks so much. Strong reply: I'm so glad you found it helpful. What's the one thing you're struggling with most when it comes to your topic? The give before you get protocol, the outbound engine. The mandate: great community management is not just about responding, it is about initiating. The 10-8-A habit: you will spend 15 minutes every single day actively engaging with other accounts in your client's niche. The action: identify 5 to 10 hub accounts in your niche. Go to their latest post. Read the comments. Find a comment where someone has asked a question, and you will leave a helpful, value-driven, non-promotional reply. The rationale: this is the single most effective organic growth strategy. You are not promoting your brand. You are being genuinely helpful. People will see you as a helpful expert, and they will naturally click on your profile to see who you are. By architecting this proactive, high-touch, and value-driven engagement engine, you're doing more than just managing a community. You're actively building it. You are transforming your client's social media feed from a one-way broadcast into a thriving, two-way conversation. Case File 10. The UGC Mandate. How to turn your audience into your best content creators. You are now creating great content and fostering a thriving, engaged community. But the pressure to constantly create new, fresh, and authentic content is relentless. The amateur social media manager believes that they must be the sole source of all content. They are on the verge of burnout. The architect of community knows a powerful secret. Your most passionate, most loyal, and most effective content creators are not on your payroll. They are your customers. User-generated content, the photos, the videos, and the testimonials created by your actual fans, is the most authentic, trustworthy, and powerful marketing asset you can possibly have. The UGC Engine Blueprint. Step 1. The Encourage Protocol. The mandate: you must explicitly and consistently ask your audience to share. The architecture. The call to action in your captions. We love seeing how you use our products. Tag us at your brand handle and use the hashtag your brand hashtag for a chance to be featured. The packaging prompt. You can include a small card in your product's packaging that encourages customers to share a photo. Step 2. The reward protocol. The mandate: you must reward the behavior you want to see. The architecture. The feature spot. Your primary reward is to feature their post on your own brand's feed. This is a huge, exciting moment for a fan. You will repost their photo with full credit. The weekly ritual. You can turn this into a recurring event like a hashtag Feature Friday or a hashtag Superfan Sunday. Step 3. The leverage protocol. The mandate: UGC is not just for your social media feed. It is a goldmine of marketing assets. The permission step: before you use a customer's photo anywhere else, you must send them a direct message and ask for their permission. The architecture: you will now use this powerful social proof everywhere, on your product pages, in your social media ads, In your email newsletters. By architecting this simple encourage, reward, leverage system, you're creating a powerful, self-perpetuating content machine. You are turning your customers into your marketing department. Case File 11. The Analytics Blueprint, a simple guide to the metrics that actually matter. You are creating content. You are engaging with your community. You're busy, but is any of it actually working? The amateur social media manager is flying blind. They are obsessed with vanity metrics, the numbers that feel good but don't actually tell you anything, like the total number of followers or likes. The architect of community knows that they must be a data-driven strategist. They must be able to look at their analytics and answer one simple, critical question: is this activity driving a real, tangible business result? The Business Impact Analytics Blueprint. You will focus on the 3 key metrics that tell the true story of your performance. You will use the native analytics tools within your chosen platform to find these numbers. Metric 1. Engagement rate, the community health gauge. What it is: the percentage of your followers who are actively engaging with your content. The formula: total engagement/total followers times 100. Why it matters. This is the single best metric for measuring the health of your relationship with your audience. A high follower count with a low engagement rate is a vanity audience. A good engagement rate on a platform like Instagram is typically between 1-3%. Metric 2. Clicks, the funnel gauge. What it is: the total number of times a user has clicked the link in your bio or in one of your stories. Why it matters. This is the metric that measures the effectiveness of your bottom-of-funnel content. It is the bridge between your social media world and your business's website. Metric 3. Conversions, the ROI gauge. What it is: this is the final and most important metric. It is the number of people who came from your social media channel and then took a specific, valuable action on your website. How to track it. You will use Google Analytics to track the source of your website's conversions. Why it matters. This is the bottom line. This is the metric that proves, with undeniable, hard data, that your social media efforts are generating a real return on investment for the business. By focusing your reporting on these 3 business-critical metrics: engagement rate, clicks, and conversions, you are moving beyond the world of vanity and into the world of a true business strategist. You are speaking the language of results. Case File 12. The Monthly Report Mandate. How to prove your ROI and retain your clients. You are doing the work. You are tracking the data. But there is one final critical loop to close. You must communicate your results to your client. The amateur social media manager sends their client a confusing 20-page data dump exported directly from the platform's analytics. The client is overwhelmed and has no idea if the numbers are good or bad. The architect of community knows that their job is not to be a data dumper. It is to be a storyteller. The monthly report is your single most important client retention tool. It must be simple, visual, and tell a clear story of progress. The 1-page monthly report blueprint. Your monthly report will be a simple, clean, and beautiful 1-page PDF that you will create in Canva. It will have 4 sections. Section 1, the executive summary, the so what. The goal: to give the client the entire story in plain English in the first 10 seconds. The architecture, a simple 3-bullet point summary. What we did, what happened, and what's next. Section 2, the key metrics dashboard. The goal: to visually present the 3 to 5 most important business impact metrics. The architecture: you will create a simple grid of numbers. For each metric, you will show the number for the current month and the percentage change from the previous month. Section 3, the top performing post showcase. The goal: to visually showcase what is resonating with the audience. The architecture: you will take a screenshot of the 2 to 3 best performing posts from a month. Next to each screenshot, you will include its key metrics. The insight mandate: you will add a single sentence of analysis. Our behind-the-scenes content is clearly resonating. Section 4, the plan for next month. The goal: to show that you are a proactive, forward-looking strategist. The architecture: a simple, bulleted list of your 2 to 3 key priorities for the upcoming month. This simple, one-page, story-driven report is a masterpiece of client communication. It is a professional, high-value deliverable that makes your impact undeniable. It is the document that transforms you from a cost into an investment that the client cannot afford to lose. Part 4. The Career Engine, from good at Instagram to getting paid. Case File 13. The portfolio of one project. Architecting a full content strategy for a fictional brand. You are now a fully trained social media strategist. You have the mindset, the frameworks, and the protocols to drive real business results. But you're facing the classic freelancer's chicken and egg problem. To land a great client, you need a great portfolio, but to have a great portfolio, you need a great client. The architect does not wait for this opportunity. They manufacture it. You will create your own portfolio of one, a comprehensive, professional case study for a fictional brand. This will become the centerpiece of your professional website and the undeniable proof that you are not just a poster, but a true business strategist. The fictional brand blueprint. Step 1. Invent your ideal client. The action. You will invent a simple, relatable small business. Example. Brand name. Summit Supply Company, a direct-to-consumer e-commerce brand that sells sustainable gear for hikers. The founder. Alex, the passionate founder. Her pain point. Alex has amazing products, but her Instagram feed is a messy, inconsistent collection of product shots. She has low engagement and is not seeing any real traffic to her website. Step 2. Architect the solution. You will now create a set of deliverables that show exactly how you would solve Alex's problems. Deliverable 1. The strategy document. Action. You'll create a simple, one-page PDF that outlines your proposed social media strategy. It will include the one-platform mandate, the content pillars, and the 80-20 content mix. Deliverable 2. The visuals. Action. You will create a beautiful, cohesive suite of 5 to 7 branded Canva templates for Summit Supply Company. Action. You will use these templates to create a mock-up of a beautiful, professional 3x3 Instagram grid. Step 3. Write the case study. You will now assemble all of these deliverables into a stunning, one-page case study on your own portfolio website. The headline. Case study. Architecting a community-focused content strategy for an e-commerce brand. The before section. Introduce Summit Supply Company and their painful situation. Show a screenshot of a messy fictional grid. The strategy section. Showcase your beautiful, one-page strategy document. The after section. Showcase your stunning, professional mock-up of the new grid. The results section. The ROI. You will state the tangible business results that your new system would deliver. Increased brand consistency. Projected to increase audience engagement by 50%. Designed to drive a 25% increase in website clicks. By architecting this portfolio of one, you have completely solved the no experience problem. You are no longer just telling a potential client that you are a social media strategist. You are showing them. Case File 14. The results first. Resume. Translating posted on social media into grew audience by 50%. You are now a practicing social media strategist. You have the skills and a powerful portfolio to prove it. Now, you must translate these new, high-value capabilities into the specific, keyword-driven language of the modern resume. The amateur social media manager's resume is a passive, task-based list of duties. Posted on Instagram. Wrote captions. This language is a red flag to a recruiter. The architect's resume is an advertisement. It is a keyword-optimized, results-driven sales document. The quantified impact. Resume blueprint. Section 1. The header and links. Your name, contact info. Critical, clickable links to your LinkedIn profile and your portfolio website. Section 2. The professional summary. The goal, a keyword-rich 2 to 3 sentence summary. The architecture, social media strategist with a passion for building engaged communities and driving real business results. Proven ability to architect and execute a full funnel content strategy, using data and analytics to increase engagement and drive conversions. Section 3. Skills. The goal, a dense, scannable, keyword-optimized list. The architecture, core competencies, social media strategy, content creation, community management, analytics. Platforms, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, etc. Tools, Canva, Buffer, Later, Google Analytics. Section 4. Projects, the main event. The goal, to showcase your portfolio of one as a real, professional consulting engagement. The architecture, social media strategist, portfolio project, summit supply company, fictional client. Links, portfolio case, study link. Bulleted achievements, the PAR method, problem, action, result, P. Audited an e-commerce brand's inconsistent social media presence. A. Architected a new content strategy built on content pillars and the 80-20 rule. Designed a full suite of on-brand Canva templates. R. The new system was projected to increase audience engagement by 50% and drive a 25% increase in website clicks. Section 5. Professional experience. The goal, to reframe your past, non-social media jobs to highlight your strategic communication skills. This social reframe, instead of customer service representative, say, community engagement specialist. Managed frontline communications with a community of over 500 customers, increasing satisfaction scores by 15%. This resume is an engineered document. It systematically replaces the weak language of tasks with the powerful, confident language of strategy, architecture, and quantified results. Case File 15. The social media audit pitch. The system for landing your first high-value client. You are ready to land your first client. Your portfolio is a masterpiece of strategic thinking. The amateur social media manager tries to sell their services. This in a cold email that says, "I can manage your Instagram for you." The architect knows that you must first sell the problem before you can sell the solution. You will not try to sell a big, monthly retainer in a single cold email. You will sell a small, low-risk, and incredibly high-value front-end offer. This offer is the social media audit. The paid diagnostic blueprint. The social media audit is a small, paid, standalone project. It is your foot in the door. The offer, for a flat fee, e.g., $250 to $500, you will conduct a full deep dive diagnostic of one of the client's social media channels. The deliverable. The output of the audit will be a simple 5 to 10-page roadmap to growth PDF. This document will include an analysis of their current performance, a review of their top 3 competitors, and a clear, step-by-step, prioritized list of the exact actions they can take to improve their results. The psychology. This is a masterful sales strategy. It is a low-risk, no-brainer offer for the client. They are simply paying a small fee to get an expert analysis and an actionable plan. The audit pitch script. You will find your ideal client and use the value-first email pitch. The subject line. A quick idea about your Instagram. The body, the personalized compliment. The general observation. I was looking at your Instagram feed and I saw a huge, untapped opportunity. The audit offer. I offer a simple flat fee Instagram audit and growth roadmap. For a one-time fee of $350, I will deliver a step-by-step plan that you can use to 2x your engagement in the next 90 days. The low-pressure close. Would you be open to a brief, 15-minute call next week to see if this might be a fit? This is an irresistible offer. And the beauty of it is that the deliverable of your audit, the roadmap to growth, is the perfect sales proposal for your much larger monthly retainer service. You have been paid to create your own proposal. Case File 16. The retainer model. How to package and price your services like a pro. You have successfully completed your first social media audit. The client was blown away by your strategic insight. This is the moment to transition them from a one-time project to a long-term, high-value monthly retainer. The amateur social media manager charges by the hour. This is a commodity trap that anchors the client's mindset on your time instead of your value. The architect does not sell their time. They sell an outcome. You will not be an hourly worker. You will be a professional consultant who works on a fixed, monthly retainer. The package retainer blueprint, the package architecture. You will present your ongoing services in a few clear, easy-to-understand packages. Example packages. Package 1. the content foundation, e.g., $750 per month. Management of one platform, 12 posts per month. Package 2, the community growth, e.g., $1,500 per month. Management of two platforms, 20 posts per month, plus proactive community management and short-form video. Package 3, the full funnel, e.g., $2,500 plus per month. Everything in community growth, plus management of a monthly ad budget and a strategy call. The value calculation, your internal math. The action, you'll not guess your prices. You will calculate them. Estimate the hours. Set your target hourly rate, at least 50-75/hour. Calculate your base retainer. Add the value premium of 20-25%. The confident presentation. The rule. On your audit debrief call, after you have presented your findings, you will seamlessly transition to your retainer offer. The script. So, that's the full roadmap of the opportunities 1C. Now, you can take this plan and execute it yourself. But if you'd like an expert to handle all of this for you, my community growth package would be the perfect fit. For a flat retainer of $1,500 a month, I would architect and execute this entire strategy for you. How does that sound? By packaging your services, pricing based on value, and confidently presenting your fees as a professional monthly retainer, you are fundamentally changing the client relationship. You're not a temporary gig worker. You are a long-term, strategic partner. Conclusion. You are the architect of community. You began this roadmap with a myth. The myth of the fun job. The belief that social media management was a low-value, creative pastime. That myth has now been fully deconstructed and replaced with an engineered reality. You now know that great social media management is not about being a poster. It is about being a business strategist. You are not just a content creator. You are an architect of community. You have deconstructed the social media funnel. You have filled your toolkit with the most valuable skills of the modern creator economy. Most importantly, you have moved beyond theory. You have the blueprint for building a powerful portfolio project. You have the system for finding and pitching high-value clients and for packaging and pricing your services. You do not just have a passion for social media. You have a complete, end-to-end business plan. The path from here is one of execution. It is the work of applying these systems to build real, human connections at scale. Your creativity, your empathy, and your ability to understand the culture of an online tribe are not soft skills. They're your superpowers. You're no longer just a passive participant in the digital town square. You're one of its architects. You possess the skill to take a brand's message and transform it into a thriving, loyal, and profitable community. You're the architect of community. Now go build.